Something that I've been contemplating, reflecting on, and thinking about a lot lately is the fact that as we get older and we take on more and more responsibility, and the demand for where we have to be, what we have to be, starts to weigh down on us, we lose something that's very special that I feel is a birthright and something that we're all gifted with. And I say the word gift because it's something that's very special, and it's a power, but it's very undermined, and society can be very linear. Only people that go into the arts are rewarded for using their gifts, but everybody has that power that if they tap into it, they have access to it and they can use it at any time. And you don't have to be in a creative career to use it, and it shouldn't just be used within your career. It should be used in every area of your life, from exercising to how you spend time with family, to just how you approach life in general. And it's something that we give a lot of attention to when we're children, but not when we get older. And what I'm talking about is imagination. Using our imagination, leveraging our imagination, and being playful with life and not taking it too seriously. We should take on our responsibilities, but we should have a playful attitude towards it. We should have an imagination that we use to be more effective in the responsibilities that we have to carry out. And I'll give an example. When you're a kid, you have all these vast visions of things you want to do. When I was a kid, I remember I was friends with some of the kids that lived on the same street as me, and my sisters were pretty close in age to myself. And I wanted to gather everybody and, create a mini theme park. Obviously, I don't have the resources to create a Disney World in my backyard, but that's where imagination comes into play. And I started making these little rides using whatever things I had in the garage. I made a little ticket booth, an entrance, and I was very elaborate with my imagination. And people might ask, how can you use your imagination when you're older when it comes to carrying out your responsibilities? And I think before I tell you why or how, and again, this is my perspective and it's unique to me, it can be different for everybody. But, I'm not a father yet, but the fathers that I see that are raising their kids, you have to be playful to build a relationship with your kids when they're young. You have to help them with their imagination, and that requires you to kind of find your inner child. So to be an effective parent, it's a very positive thing to have an imagination. So how to use it now? We talk about visualization, but what is visualization? It is basically imagination, right? So if you don't tap into your imagination frequently, you're not going to be able to visualize your future goals and where you want to be and what you want to do. So I urge you to tap into that power that you have. Be playful. You have responsibilities, make it fun. You're like, okay, I have to pay these bills. I have to get this done. I have to get that done. I'm going to have fun with it. Like, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to talk to myself as if I'm still a kid that needs to get their shit done. But be kind to yourself. Don't shame yourself. Because doing things like that are negative, they end up forcing you to neglect things or not be mindful of things, and you end up procrastinating and such, right? So on and so forth. So being playful just makes it fun. You have to deal with the shit anyway. So be playful with yourself. Be playful with life. Be playful with God. Talk to God, like share the plans of your future and talk to God like, shit, like, I had all this plan and damn, it just didn't work out this way. But rather than beating yourself up, if you're playful about it, you're like, you know what? I understand. It wasn't meant to be this way, and it is what it is. I wonder what God has in store for me. Like, what's the next surprise? I have to pay attention to the synchronicities. Like, what hints is God going to give me? What hints is the universe going to give me to go in the direction that's best fit for me? That's going to give me ultimately what I want. So to have these types of conversations in your head, you have to use your imagination. You have to visualize things before they happen and do it to the best of your ability. And what happens is it gives you more confidence in the way you walk this earth, and the way you walk towards your goals, the way you walk towards anything that you want to achieve. And people can feel that. People can feel that confidence. And it's not all about, standing on false confidence, but it's more just in the confidence of like, I don't know 100% what I'm doing, but I'm willing to figure it out. I'm willing to fall and get back up and figure it out, and ask people questions and have the humility and understanding that I don't know everything. Even with humility, you need to have a certain poise and confidence in the way you handle yourself and handle that humility. It means just having a positive attitude, even through things that normally people don't have a positive attitude towards, when they fail, when they fuck up, when they make a mistake. So standing tall through that. And what happens is when you're that vulnerable, even because it's not false confidence, even when you're that vulnerable, people might look at you and say, damn, like, look at that guy. He doesn't really know what the fuck he's doing, but he's still inspirational because he's trying to figure it out and he has no shame, right? Why do we admire kids? Because they get up, they try shit, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, they fall off, they hurt themselves, but they get up, they want to go back out and have fun. So have fun with life, tap into that inner child, tap into that imagination, and leverage that. It's a fucking superpower, and I can't fathom how people lose the sight of that. It just makes life more fun. And we have to continue on with these responsibilities, like I said. So be easy on yourself, strive forward, and just keep at it.